You're watching a P-Rob Media production.
What's up, DiaBEAST family? It's your boy, Percy Robinson, coming at you with another smash hit video. Now, if you are interested in finding out my 5 favorite dishes that I love to make and they're my go-to dishes, make sure you stay tuned. Until then, roll the intro. Welcome back, DiaBEAST family. Welcome back, baby. Now, I actually went through like a few recipes that are my go-to recipes. And I just decided to share them with each and every one of you because I want you guys to make these recipes. And when you do, leave a comment below. Now, before I start this video, I want to go ahead and say, if you are new here, I want to be the first to say welcome to the DiaBEAST family. And also, even though this channel is for my diabetic brothers and sisters, it is also for the people who are on that health food journey. You feel me? Now that we got all of the intro stuff out of the way, for those of you who are new coming to this channel, my name is Percy Robinson and I represent the DiaBEAST Kitchen. I have been doing diabetic recipes ever since 2017 when I found out I had diabetes. But I ended up reversing diabetes because I ate these recipes that I'm showing you right now. And speaking of recipes, make sure you grab my book. It has all the recipes I'm going to be showing you today. And make sure you go onto my website and sign up for my newsletter because I'm going to be sending out quick little easy newsletters just to talk about health, talk about food, talk about what we should be putting in our bodies, talking about what we should not be putting into our bodies. So it's just a little bit of education that I like to share with my subscribers. So make sure you go to DiaBEASTkitchen.com and hit the sign up link. I promise you, I will not spam you. Like I said in the intro, these are 5 recipes that I like to go to when I'm in a jam, and they're easy to make and, again, very convenient to make. So I have a lot of these recipes in my e-cookbook. So if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and pick up my cookbook. It will be the best decision you have ever made because not only do my dishes make you feel amazing, they taste amazing. So make sure you go ahead. I'll leave the link below where you can get it. Grab you a copy, I'm telling you. Now back to the video. So now, coming in at number 5. Now this is one of my favorite recipes because it is quick and easy to make. It doesn't cost that much, and it was actually part of my budget video. Now these are my buffalo quesadillas. The reason why I like this recipe is it's only a few ingredients, and it's probably some ingredients that you already have in your house right now. So it's not gonna cost you a lot to make. That's one thing that I like about it. Another thing is, like, it's a few ingredients that you can just throw in a pot. Now for this recipe, you're only going to need like 2 cans of chickpeas, depending on the size of your family, right? Now, if you're at work working those long hours, this is a perfect recipe for you. This is something that you can just throw together right when you get off work, and not only will your kids be happy, you'll be happy, your husband will be happy. I don't want to be biased, your wife might be happy. You know what I'm saying? So these are the reasons why I really love this dish. And also, you can get stylish with this dish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be boring. These healthy dishes do not have to be boring. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually put a little pizzazz to it if you want. That is recipe number 5. Now, coming in at recipe number 4, I like to do this recipe. They are my vegan nachos. Now, everybody likes nachos. You can do this on a Taco Tuesday. You can be very versatile with it. You can use whatever type of ingredients that you want. I usually my vegan nachos, I kind of switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'll switch the ingredients up a little bit. So like I'll use the vegan cheeses. I'll use, like, there is a vegan cheese out there from Violife. I believe it's called Violife. And it comes in like a liquid form. Or if you have enough time, you can make the vegan cheese yourself. The other thing that I really like about this recipe is I like to use the fresh ingredients. Now, if you haven't watched too many of my videos, I am very pro fresh ingredients. The reason why I always talk about and use fresh ingredients, because once you start using like your fresh vegetables or whatever that you're going to be putting onto this dish, the dish tastes so much better. You know what I mean? I know lately I've been using a lot of canned stuff, but if you can, get it? Can. But if you can, just use fresh ingredients. It gives the kitchen this wonderful, amazing aroma. And also when you bite into it, it just feels so refreshing. So yes, you definitely want to try these nachos. I'll put the link below. I'll find the video, the full video on how to make them, but you definitely want to try these nachos. Now coming in at number 3. This is actually one of my barbecue bangers, right? This is my Greek pasta salad. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, Percy, I'm diabetic, I can't really deal with pasta. In a video I did, I used a cauliflower pasta, which gave you less carbs, and it also added more protein to your dish. So it's not going to be your regular pasta that you normally eat, and it's not going to spike up your blood sugars. So believe me, whatever I bring up or whatever I talk about, I have already researched it and I've tried it myself. But the reason why I like this dish is because I like the Kalamala. I like the Kalamala olives that go into it. I like to use the artichokes, you know what I'm saying? The artichoke hearts. I also like to use the fresh dill. Now with the dill, it just brings this recipe and this dish together. You know what I mean? The dill just adds that extra oomph to this dish, you know? And also I do like to use the English cucumbers. Now with the English cucumbers, I prefer the English cucumbers over the regular cucumbers, because when you're cutting into it, the seeds aren't going all over the place. The English cucumbers, it is a fresh cut, and it just, I don't know, I guess it's just me. It just makes the dish taste so much better. You really can't forget the squeeze of lemon, that extra zest that it puts onto this dish. If it's not salty enough because of the Kalamata olives or the artichoke hearts, I would suggest you use like a Himalayan sea salt, which basically it's a mineral. So what happens when we put minerals in your body, it dissolves better than the regular salt that you get from the store. So make sure if you're going to salt it up, use Himalayan sea salt. So recipe number 2. Recipe number 2 is my coconut curry cauliflower. The reason why I like this dish so much is, you know, you can just chop up your vegetables really good, add them to the skillet, saute them really well, add your cumin, add your masala seasoning, add your curry powder, mix that in with the onions and the garlic. I mean, I love this dish because it's so packed full of flavor, right? Also, the reason why I like this dish, you can make this dish in 30 minutes and you're all ready to go. You can even meal prep this dish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make a big batch of it and have it for the rest of the week. Throw in with some quinoa and you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't cost you that much to make. I promise you. Breaking this dish down, you know what I mean? Like, you have your cauliflower, you have your raw cauliflower. But, you know, you want to throw your raw cauliflower in the oven, cook it, you know, till it has like that nice soft on the inside, a little rough on the outside, right? I would say cook it for about 20 minutes. And then you add your spices. And then you're over on the other side or at your stove adding your seasonings, adding your vegetables that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dish is one of my go-to dishes. So make sure you try this dish. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. In each one of these videos, I'll leave the link below on where you can get the full video on how to make this. And also, I will leave the link below on where you can get my cookbook as well, because I do this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do this, I does this, kid. No, I'm just playing. But cooking's my life. I love doing this. I love preparing meals for you guys, giving you guys fresh ideas for yourselves or your family. So yeah, coming in at number 1, I know after all the dishes that I make, right, this is actually my favorite one because it's so quick and it's so easy. And I like to eat this in the fall. I like to, it's my grain bowl. You know what I mean? It's my grain Buddha bowl. And the reason why I like it, it's just so basic and it's just so easy. You know what I mean? You have your butternut squash, you know what I mean? Or you can use sweet potatoes, you know? You add your broccoli, you add your Brussels sprouts, cut them up, you roast them really good, right? You roast them in the oven really good. You add your seasoning, you know what I mean? You add the seasoning of your choice. You can use the sea salt with a little pepper, or you can use a specialized seasoning. However you want to do it. You know, this recipe is so simple to make, you know what I mean? And then, you know, while that's cooking in the oven, you have your quinoa making, you know, quinoa cooking in your Instapot. You know what I'm saying? So by the time your quinoa is done, your vegetables are done. So after all that is said and done, it's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You can start dressing this bowl up. And again, you could use this for meal prep. You know what I mean? Like, you can cook enough for the week and then you're good to go. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay for no food. You feel amazing after you eat it. I mean, it's a win-win situation. That's why I really love this recipe. It's basic, it's cheap, and it's easy to make. So those are my 5 favorite dishes that I love to make. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time and watching my video. But anyways, family, that's pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to get on here real quick and let you guys know or show you guys my 5 favorite dishes that I like to make when I'm in a jam. All right, folks, well, that's the end of the video. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time and watching my videos. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you know every time your boy drops a new video. So I'm going to end this video on this note. If you eat good, you live good, and you feel good. And don't forget to tune in, tell a friend, and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace.